Some of you may not have realized that I'm not part of the club. What makes them so mad is when you don't want to be a part of the club. That pisses them off.
Well, who are you hanging out with? Are you hanging out with Diddy? What are you doing?
Yeah. Then I get a call from somebody. Hi, Jamie Foxx. This is Oprah. I'm like, who? Yeah. I'm like, what? What? Who's that? This is Oprah. She says, you're blowing it.
It looks like Ice Cube gave a hint about what Diddy and Oprah did to Jamie Foxx, and it's worse than anyone could have thought.
What club am I talking about? I'm talking about the club of gatekeepers that we all gotta deal with.
Having to live through one of Hollywood's most dangerous groups and being put in situations that no one should ever have to go through.
Then I get a call from somebody. Hi, Jamie Foxx. This is Oprah. I'm like, who? Yeah. I'm like, what? What? Who's that? This is Oprah. She says, you're blowing it.
It's not just Oprah and Diddy. Sidney Potter and Quincy Jones have also faced charges.
I just started crying. I was like, man, yeah. And he says, your performance made me grow 2 inches. And I was like, I appreciate it. And he says, Oprah and I would like to give you one thing. I said, what's that? Responsibility.
What did I really say? Even though Hollywood is known for its glitz and glamour, there is a much darker side to the business. Some of the biggest stars have been accused of being forced into unimaginable situations, and new claims say that Jamie Foxx went through it all. Foxx has been in the spotlight for decades, but no one ever knew the full story until now. There have been claims that Jamie Foxx was allegedly pimped out by some of Hollywood's most powerful figures, including Diddy and Oprah. Yes, Oprah. And what Ice Cube just revealed is going to flip the narrative on its head.
Some of you may not have realized that I'm not part of the club.
Why is it said that Oprah pushed Jamie into Sidney Poe's world? What role did Diddy, Quincy Jones, and others play? Most importantly, how did Jay stay alive?
Do you have breaking news this evening? Music mogul Sean Diddy Combs has been arrested in Manhattan after a grand jury indicted him.
Jamie Foxx says that his rise to fame wasn't just due to talent. It also came with a price. He was allegedly passed around between some of the most powerful people in the business. At the center of these claims are Diddy and Oprah.
Then I get a call from somebody. Hi, Jamie Foxx. This is Oprah. I'm like, who? Yeah. I'm like, what? What? Who's that? This is Oprah. She says, you're blowing it.
It's not just Jaime's words. Ice Cube recently came forward with a shocking revelation about what really happened to Jamie Foxx during the peak of his career in 2023. Ice Cube uploaded a clip from his podcast on social media saying that he is not a part of the insider club that has most of the hot shots at its.
Some of you may not have realized that I'm not part of the club.
Cube then revealed that his audience is not a club member. You see, all the celebrities that are part of the industry, elites also spread the illicit agenda to their audiences. Therefore, they naturally make them part of this rumored club.
Listening to me right here, right now, you're not part of the club.
Now you might be thinking, what is the deal with this club? Well, Ice Cube cracked the code on the industry. Elites, he explained that even though the club wants all the influential figures to be under them, they get pissed off when the big fish, such as Cube himself, refuses to obey.
Makes them so mad is when you don't want to be a part of the club.
Well, the so-called secret society has a monumental influence on its members' lives. One of them allegedly being Jamie Foxx, and the word on the street is that Jamie has been on their hit list for quite some time. It looks like the industry is loyal to no one but itself. Ice says every celebrity must face this club at.
I'm talking about the club of gatekeepers that we all got it.
You see, what people don't realize is that the gatekeepers are responsible for much more than keeping the existence of this club out of the public's eyes. So it is not out of the realm of possibility that Jaime's 2023 medical emergency was somehow related to the Hollywood elites and specifically disgraced Hippo mogul Sean Diddy Combs. To understand Jaime's problems, we need to first dig deep into his complicated relationship with Diddy Foxx. Foxx has long been a guest at Diddy's famous parties events that have been the subject of wild rumors for years. Some say these parties were more sinister than music and fun. For those in the know, Diddy's lavish lifestyle comes with a price. Many celebrities who have attended these meetings often left with more than just memories. Sources have whispered for years that Diddy exerts control over those closest to him either through blackmail, influence, or worse. And Jamie Foxx was one of Diddy's frequent guests, which made people wonder what exactly was going on behind closed doors. According to T.I., there was a time when Diddy reportedly forced Jamie Foxx to play basketball. Yes, you heard that right, basketball. Diddy, known for his wild parties and larger-than personality, reportedly came up with this crazy idea to break the ice and make the night unforgettable.
If you want to know who was probably at these games, just look at who P. Diddy and Jamie Foxx have been hanging around for years, especially the super successful one.
Now, can you imagine being at that party and talking about taking things to a whole new level? Say what you will, but Diddy certainly knows how to throw an amazing bash. The big question though is, did Jamie Foxx actually go through with it? Well, it seems that Jamie was a good sport and didn't shy away from the challenge. He accepted the moment and jumped right into the game of basketball.
He would invite over a lot of Hollywood's elite to his house for a basketball game, but it was men only.
Wow, that's definitely pushing boundaries and stepping way out of your comfort zone. But hey, when you're with Diddy and other A-listers, anything can happen, right? But here's the thing, this wasn't Jim's first time at one of Diddy's iconic parties. In fact, an old clip of Jamie Foxx revealing shocking details from one of Diddy's creepy parties resurfaced online last year.
The big cannon, yo, Puff, I should document this shit, right? Yo, what's up, Playboy? what you talking about? I said, no, I should get this, man. You, Fonz for the whole nine. He says, yeah, let him through.
Back in the early days of Jaime's entertainment career, when he was still trying to break into the music industry, he attended one of Diddy's exclusive parties in Beverly Hills. Jamie always brought a camera along, hoping to document the night, and when he asked Diddy for permission to film, Diddy was all for it.
You spent $1.5 million on this party? I said, you come to my house, I'll throw you a party for $400, and it will rival this, not in scale.
This wasn't just any party. It cost a jaw-dropping $1.5 million with a guest list full of A-list celebrities coming in luxury cars. Jamie followed Diddy into the lavish pool party, and the first person his camera caught was none other than Dr. Ruth, a famous Hollywood therapist. Sensing a golden moment, Jimmy got Dr. Ruth to have a spontaneous conversation with Diddy right on camera. And then out of nowhere, Dr. Ruth and Diddy hit the dance floor by the pool, vining to Bianca's Crazy in Love. The scene was electric. The crowd loved it. And even Jamie Foxx gave a nod to the energy and spirit of the night while honoring the late Heavy D. Jaime wasn't just a guest, though he took on the job of teaching Diddy how to party on a budget. His stories about showing Diddy how to throw an amazing party without spending a lot have become legendary. In fact, Jamie shared the story on The Colbert Show, reminiscing about how he turned Diddy into a thrifty party pro. "I'm like, you are out of your mind. I said, Puff, I will throw you a party for $400 that will match this party." Foxx said Diddy was a bit offended at first, but eventually went along with it. The next time he was in Los Angeles, he called and said, "Yo, Playboy, I'm in town. Make it happen." So I said, "Cool," he said, adding that he went on to invite 200 of the coolest people. Before Diddy finally arrived, I said, "Puff, look over there on the dinner table. I got Kentucky Fried Chicken. I put it on a lovely plate. I got Coca-Cola. I put it in a picture. We are at $28, and we are king it right now." Foxx has claimed that he started gathering artists at his house because he was pursuing music, and having new and old artists together and listening to their music helped him and others start their careers in the industry. His involvement with Diddy boosted up his attendance to places where he could freely connect with others in the industry. But aside from teaching Diddy how to party on a budget, Jamie also revealed that Diddy's parties were the craziest he had ever been to. These parties were more than just expensive. They were also a hotbed of unusual behavior seemingly orchestrated by Diddy to fulfill his fantasies.
And Tupac was like a couple, seemed like to me. It was just a lot of weird shit going on, you know what I'm saying? The vibes ain't there. I guess that's what Tupac was talking about, the Illuminati and shit.
Diddy and Jamie seemed to be good friends until Diddy found that Jamie was talking. Diddy has allegedly been trying to eliminate anyone who dares to expose him. You see, while immersed in the filming of his Netflix project Back in Action in Atlanta, Jamie Foxx became the subject of widespread conversation when reports surfaced about a medical complication he encountered. The news like wildfire spread across headlines, leaving fans in the entertainment industry buzzing with concern. On April 12, 2023, Jamie Foxx's daughter, Karen, shared an update on Instagram reassuring everyone that her father was recovering well thanks to the quick medical care he received. This brought relief to fans who had been anxiously waiting for news. However, concerns about Foxx's health grew as the impact on his film Back in Action became clear. A scheduled scene for the movie was canceled, leaving people to wonder how his health scare would affect his work. On April 17, 2023, sources confirmed Foxx was still in the hospital, but he was slowly getting better. Tests were being done to find out more about his condition, but the news of his improvement gave fans some hope. By April 21, 2023, Foxx was awake, and although he was still under medical observation, his recovery was a great relief to many. Then on May 3, 2023, TMZ reported that Foxx was still receiving medical treatment. His absence from his hosting role on Beat Shazam and his daughter Karen stepping back from her DJ duties on the show fueled more speculation about the seriousness of his condition. But Foxx broke his silence on Instagram the same day, thanking fans for their support and reassuring everyone that he was on the mend. Karen described her dad as well, recovering and playing pickleball after weeks out of the hospital. On May 13, 2023, Jimmy and Karen shared exciting news about a new game show they were working on called We Are Family. Foxx's return to TV. Later reports appeared that Foxx was in a specialized rehab center in Chicago, furthering his recovery. Jamie Foxx finally bounced back to full health. In fact, a few months ago, Foxx broke his hiatus in an event dedicated to honoring the exceptional achievements of Black, Latino, Asian American, and Pacific Islander individuals. Foxx, known for his quick wit and humor, wasted no time addressing the elephant in the room and the rumors surrounding his absence. "I couldn't do that 6 months ago," he quipped, pointing towards the stage. "And I'm not a clone. I'm not a clone. I know a lot of people saying that I was cloned out there." The crowd responded with uproarious laughter, a collective exhale of relief and amusement at Foxx's playful dismissal of the speculative chatter. Foxx's words carried a weight that resonated throughout the room, opening up about the health challenges he had navigated over the past year. He shared the profound impact on his outlook. "It feels beneficial to be here," he admitted, his voice carrying a newfound appreciation for life. "I cherish every single minute now. I wouldn't wish what I went through on my worst enemy because it's tough when it's almost over when you see the tunnel." Foxx's narrative took an introspective turn, describing the uncertainty and introspection that followed his health struggles.
Cherish life, man. I cannot tell you. I had some people in my life that really made sure I was here because it was dire.
The audience hung on every word, captivated by the raw honesty emanating from the renowned actor. Transitioning from the somber reflections, Foxx delved into the transformation he underwent, developing a newfound love for life and his craft. "I have a new respect for life. I have a new respect for my art," he declared, his gaze sweeping across the room. His experience had become a crucible, forging a deeper link to his artistic endeavors. In a moment of passionate advice, Foxx addressed aspiring artists in the crowd, urging them not to falter in the face of adversity. "Don't give up on your art, man. Don't give up on your art." he passionately conveyed his words, which hung in the air, resonating as a poignant reminder of the fragility of life and the enduring power of artistic expression when you realize that it could be over. Like that. I got to tell you, don't give up on your art, and don't let them take the art from you either. In any case, it seems Fox might have gotten the medical emergency because he had forgotten he was in bed with not only Diddy, but also Oprah and her fellow elites. You see, she once saved his career, albeit in the most shady way. In 2005, Fox was riding high from the critical acclaim he garnered for his performance as Ray Charles in the musical biopic Ray, a role for which he would eventually win the Academy Award for Best Actor. But his celebrating had turned into non-stop partying. Winfrey took notice of this and called him up out of the blue. While the actor thought her engagement was because she wanted better for him, it turns out she had her own plans all along.
Jamie Foxx. This is Oprah. I'm like, who? Yeah. I'm like, what? What? Who's that? This is Oprah. I said, what you mean? She says, you got an opportunity to do something great, walk into the history books, and you're blowing it, and I need to help you with it. And I said, well, I'm sorry, what I need to do. So she took me to Quincy Jones's house.
Winfrey took Fox to the home of record producer Quincy Jones, where an unplanned intervention had been set up doing an uncanny impersonation of Jones. Fox remembers being told, you've done a great job on Ray, but you've effed everything else up now, you got to buckle down, baby. He continued, Oprah says, now, are you ready to meet the person that I've brought you here to talk with? And it was Sidney Pure.
Started crying. I was like, man, yeah. And he says, your performance made me grow 2 inches. And I was like, I appreciate it. And he says, Oprah and I would like to give you one thing. I said, what's that? Responsibility.
While this interaction might not be considered the least bit weird with any other person, the fact that it was coming from Sidney Poitier seems to have sent chills down faker spines. And I'll tell you why. Jaguar Wright has been dropping bombshells left and right, claiming that Sidney Poitier, much like P. Diddy, played a significant role in manipulating and exploiting the entertainment system. She asserts that while Pure was seen as an icon of progress behind closed doors, he may have been anything but the paragon of virtue the world believed him to be.
The things that he did to Eartha Kitt, the lies that he told on RCD and Ruby.
But where's the proof? Well, Wright isn't the only one talking. Claimed family members have come forward backing up these sensational claims. One individual stated, I'm a poet, and the things I've heard about him aren't good. He dissed his whole family. He's my grandfather's cousin. And he left and never looked back on some BS. Another chimed in, wow, so we are related. My grandma said the same thing and always got angry if you mentioned his name. These comments paint a picture of a man estranged from his family, someone who perhaps wasn't the hero the public adored. The revelations don't stop there. One person shared that they used to do the hair of one of Sidney's daughters in the 80s and claimed she didn't have positive things to say about her father. Another anecdote involves a girlfriend who revealed that Sidney once approached her at a party in a manner far from gentlemanly, reminiscent of the stories we hear about Diddy's notorious party antics for decades. Sidney Pure has been celebrated as a symbol of dignity and grace in Hollywood. He was the first African American to win an Academy Award for Best Actor, breaking major racial barriers.
Sidney Poitier.
Yet if these allegations hold any water, it suggests that his public persona was meticulously curated to mask a much darker reality. One can't help but wonder how these revelations, if proven true, will reshape our understanding of the Potter legacy. Did the man who became a beacon of hope for so many also have a hidden side marked by controversy and estrangement anyway? What's more scary is the fact that Oprah has taken Fox to Quincy's house now. If you have even a tiny bit of interest in Hollywood, you must know Quincy Jones. He is a legendary producer, musician, songwriter, and so on. Thus, he is also given the title of the Black Godfather of the industry. Quincy Jones has produced for an impressive list of notable artists during his work, but this is not the only reason he has been hitting the headlines for decades. Quincy has always been a topic of huge buzz on the internet.
Let me tell you something. That means Quincy's gay. Quincy might be on, and let me tell you why I think this,
It has always been speculated that Quincy Jones forced men into relationships in exchange for making them famous and big in Hollywood. As scandalous as it sounds, the list of Quincy's hookups seems to be unlimited, but two of the names from Quincy Jones's flings history have always been the most discussed. These are none other than Tupac and Will Smith. It's been long reported that Jones forced them into sleeping with him. This undefined relationship with Quincy affected them quite a lot as he tried to turn them like him.
Oh man, look what type of nigga you is. You gonna let these little geek-ass white boys feel on you like that?
While it is easy to doubt that Oprah might have been responsible for Quincy picking a liking to Fox, this is actually not the first time the television host has reportedly enabled SA by the hands of someone close to her. A while back, a British actor alleged that Oprah had allegedly been involved in Harvey Weinstein taking advantage of her British actress. Kaden Noble said she was head over heels impressed when she first met Weinstein at an event in London because he was hanging out with model Campbell and had met star Oprah swinging off his arm. "I thought obviously this man has something amazing in store for me," she said during a teary-eyed press conference in Manhattan to discuss the lawsuit she filed against Weinstein in Manhattan federal court after meeting Weinstein in London. Noble said she thought nothing of bringing her show reel to his hotel room when she saw him again in Cannes in February 2014 once inside the hotel room. "However, he didn't seem that interested in my show reel." Noble said instead he began touching her while discussing hooking her up with a modeling agency in London anyway. As for Jamie Foxx, his willingness to open up about his experiences, though often veiled in humor, shows the depth of his pain, and while Diddy and Oprah continue to thrive in the industry, Fox's story serves as a chilling reminder of the price some have paid for success. What will become of Diddy and Oprah now that these allegations are coming to light? And will Jamie Foxx ever fully reveal the extent of what he endured? Revelations have pulled back the curtain on one of Hollywood's most hidden secrets, the exploitation of Jamie Foxx by some of the industry's most powerful people. While the full truth may never be known, what's clear is that Fox's story is far darker than anyone could have imagined. Hollywood's thought of glamour and success often hides a much more sinister reality for Jamie Foxx. Surviving meant enduring unspeakable things at the hands of the very people who were supposed to help him rise to the top. But now with Ice Cube's shedding light on what really happened, perhaps we're one step closer to understanding the full story anyway. That's it for this video, folks. Bye.